A woman separated from her family for over 20 years. Returning home for the first time, she hides her identity as a billionaire. She dons the uniform of a cleaner, hoping to test if her parents are worth reconnecting with. But the moment she steps through the door, she spots a missing person notice in their hands. A sudden warmth floods her heart. All these years, they never gave up on finding her. But before she can even process the emotion, she hears them say her brother is getting married next week. His fiancée already looks down on their poverty, and seeing a house full of posters would surely ruin the marriage. They decide to hide the notices for now, planning to resume the search after the wedding. Hearing this, but what her father said next reignited a flicker of hope. Fine. Once the wedding is over, we will beg the Zhou family. Their connections in the city are vast. If they help us look, it's better than us roaming the streets, putting up these missing person notices. The billionaire finally understood her parents' pain. She could no longer hold back her emotions. She rushed to them and cried out, "Mom, Dad." Her mother recognized her instantly, by the charm of a tiny glove she wore as a child. She pulled her into an embrace right there. Weeping, she spoke of the regret of these past years. As the three of them shared this touching moment, the uncle's family arrived. Her mother introduced her to them, explaining this was the daughter they'd lost for years. Seeing her dressed as a cleaner, Cousin Tang teased her, saying she surely had never sat in her new car. Her uncle joined in on the mockery, saying she swept streets all day. So how would she get to ride in a luxury car? The billionaire assumed the relatives were all snobs. But then Tang pulled her toward the car, saying she had been her little follower since they were kids, so the passenger seat would always be hers. In that moment, he realized that his own perspective had been too narrow. Tang also told him, all these years, Mom and Dad, regardless of the season, went out every day to hand out missing person flyers. They never once stopped. The billionaire let go of all her reservations. She knelt right there and kowtowed 3 times to her parents. She silently vowed that she would give them a life of comfort from now on. Just as she was about to reveal her true identity, her mother received a call from her brother. He invited the family to the hotel for New Year's Eve dinner. Mom wanted to tell him that they'd found his sister, but he didn't even listen. His tone was completely indifferent. Don't you realize what time it is? Stop messing around with those flyers. The relatives are all here at the hotel. The dinner is about to start. The billionaire felt a wave of disappointment. She decided that while all the relatives were present, she would take this chance to test their true character. And so, still dressed in her cleaner's uniform, she followed her parents to the hotel. The moment her sister-in-law saw her, she sneered immediately, remarking that this is the most prestigious hotel in the city, where a single meal costs millions. She scoffed at them for bringing a cleaner to scrounge a free meal. Mother hurriedly tried to explain that I was her daughter, lost for so many years. But the sister-in-law remained arrogant, demanding to know how much cash the old couple had prepared for the red envelope. She boasted that her own best friend had received 88,888 upon meeting her mother-in-law. Mother said, face full of guilt, that over the years, to find their daughter, they had spent every last cent of their savings. Today, they could only offer a 200 yuan envelope, promising to make up the rest later. The sister-in-law swiped the envelope away on the spot, calling her sister-in-law a jinx. Gone for 20 years, only to return in rags to beg for food. How utterly unlucky. Just then, her brother walked in. The sister-in-law immediately played the victim and twisted the story of the red envelope to suit her narrative. The billionaire's heart sank. She feared her brother would sacrifice her for his own future. But little did she expect. Her brother pulled her aside and gave his wife a stern warning. She is his own sister. It was his own carelessness that lost her all those years ago. He vowed to make it up to her from now on. Jobs can always be replaced, but he only has one sister. The billionaire was moved to tears instantly. In all her years, this was the first time she truly felt the warmth of family. She made a silent vow. Once the holidays are over, she'll promote him to general manager. Her brother held her hand, insisting she take the seat of honor. He said today she was the guest of honor, there to welcome her back home. But just then, the mother-in-law and her family walked in. They started mocking her the moment they spoke, asking how a mere cleaner could deserve the seat of honor. They said this banquet cost $1 million, and demanded she not taint the air with her poverty. Her mother tried to intervene.
Open the Simi TV app and watch the full series now.